Picture me doing the bumblebee dance, 'cause yeah, buddy, that's what I was doing. Heidi ho, y'all. This is Grammy Mary here on RealLibertyMedia.com, Channel 3. Also on the RLMRadio.xyz channel and or site or location or however the hell you say that. And the RLM TuneIn radio station and the RLM internet radio station and also on Spreaker. And it's a frickin' Freaker Friday. About frickin' time. It's been a frickin' week. Frickin' rickin'. Oi. Wee-haw. So how's your day going, everybody? I hope it's going as well as mine did, because I got to come home. Whee! And battle the wind. And barman, sweetheart, I love you to death, darling. But you had that windage wrong, and you had the temperature wrong, too. Add about 10 degrees to that temp and about 10 miles an hour to the wind. Yeah, it's fun. It's blustery out here in Booneyville. Yee-haw. I needed to drink a beverage. Whew, because I'm just a wee bit parched. It's kind of warm and kind of blustery, and yahoo. Okay, let me see. Freaker Friday. And, yeah, this is going to be one of the first Freaker Fridays since I can remember where, wow, there's not going to no Solomon tonight, which I'm still coming to grips with that, and I'm sending him all kinds of loving and supportive energy to him, and I hope everything works out wonderfully for you, darling, and I would love to see you be able to get back in touch with us sometime. But I get that life sometimes, life is one of those things that happens after you've already paid for your reservations. Kind of, yeah, it does that, And also, there's not going to be any Freakers Ball tonight. Damn it. Because Moosey is out having a life. Actually, she's out festivaling. Festival. Yeah, instead of a Freakers Ball, she's having a festival. And Grimmy is taking a much-needed, well-earned evening off. So there you go, Grim. I understand completely, sweetheart. I have to have those as well from time to time. And you would think I'm only on the radio 3 times a week, but still, it can be quite draining sometimes. There are times when I get done and I just sit here in my chair and go, holy shit, I made it through 2 hours. Okay, now I have to pee. Oh, well. But tonight, you guys get to have a special treat because I do believe, I don't know, is Atrax coming on directly after me, or is he going to wait and come on with Vinny? Is he going to have like a marathon night tonight? I feel like marathon tonight. Okay, that just doesn't make any sense at all, and it sounded like shit. In any case, let's see, they're going to have balls on the anvil, which sounds extremely painful. Unless you're talking about that red rubber ball. Red rubber ball. There you go. I got to get my in. Look at all these people over here. And you know what? I seen people actually that I haven't seen chat in a while. So, hey, it's kind of cool. TGIFF. That is so true, the lovely Miss Chloe. Well, Java, don't let them work that off because that's grab handles, don't you know? Okay, moving along. I got to say hey there, hi there, ho there to everybody because, yeah, I get so easily distracted. Squirrel! Let's see. Over here on Fakey Book, I have the lovely Miri B and New. Hi there, New. How you doing, sweetheart? Long time no chat. And no, I still haven't sent you that license plate. I get... never mind. Everybody already knows. Distracted. You're supposed to come back for a visit, hon. So I can just hand it to you and save the postage. Because it's so much cheaper for me for you to drive all the way from Washington State than for me to mail it. Oh, God. That made a hell of a lot of sense. Oh, well. Hi there, you guys. Over here on Fakey Book. Love you muchly. Let's see. Hi, Crystal Lynn. Let's see. Who is over here on that effing site? I have a new friend on the effing site as well. Hey there. And who? Wait a minute. Fucking Tom or oh shit, F bomb so early in the show. Damn it all. Grammy is over here. Bo Diddy is over here. Bobby Bain is over here. And he's popping wheelies because it's Friday. Booyah. Damn straight, Skippy. I am so glad it's Friday. And normally I'm really, my Saturdays are my day of rest. Saturdays are the days that I just kind of putter. I tend to a few things around the house, get laundry caught up or go and do grocery shopping. But I'm not really an overachiever on Saturdays for the most part. Because, my Saturdays are kind of broke up because I do the dork table with old Flasheroony head. But so I really don't overachieve on Saturdays, and then Sundays I work my ass off so that I don't have to worry about shit during the week so much. I still worry about it, but not quite so much. Actually, I don't worry. It's like, really? Why bother? Oh, bother. But, yeah, Sundays are my overachiever day, quite frankly. So, okay, let me see. I got to find, oh, hey, magic number. Is this like cosmic significance or something? I have 69 friends over on that effing site. Yeah, you know where my mind's going. A lot of good it does me. But what the hell? Okay, who is that? It's that Tom feller. He's a new friend or a new person over here on effing site. That's right. It was fucking Tom. Hi, fucking Tom. It's spelled different, though, don't you know? So maybe it's fucking Tom. I don't know. In any case, a new friend. I like friends. Sometimes they get a little bit weary of me because it's like, does she never shut up? But no, I don't. I've even been told I talk in my sleep. Not that any of you will find out about that, but, unless somebody's got a microphone in my bedroom, which if you do, you'll hear the dogs snoring as well. So there you go. Okay, over here in the RLM. Yeah, enough prittle prattle, blah, 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 blah. I heard, see, here I go again. I heard this morning driving into work, I am not the only person that has, how do I want to put this? A tongular malfunction. The radio, the DJ on the radio was playing some really awesome tunage while I was driving into work this morning. And he was introducing the next song, and his tongue just went alfy-buttled. And so he went blah, 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 blah. And I went, oh, my God, I'm contagious. I mean, he's like 25 miles away, but still. In any case. Hey there, hi there, ho there. Over here in the RLM, which is where you should be if you want to give me static. And if you really do want me to pay attention to the static that you give me, you got to put in the little grams somewhere in there. Because then I get a little pop-up thingy and it says, yo, someone's talking to you. So, in any case, Asmo, my missionary man, he's right on top again. Hey there, sweetheart. How you doing today? I also see Barman is following close behind because Barman is still trying to get that money that Asmo promised him in order for Asmo to be on top. But, Barman, you can run and run and run. But I think Asmo can actually run faster. Just saying. I also see the lovely Beth A is here. How you doing, Beth? I have been not able to actually pay attention to the chat throughout the week throughout the work week because, yeah, they freaking actually expect me to earn my paycheck. Go figure. So I haven't been able to chit-chat with you much, my dear. I hope everything is going well for you. I also see the mighty Grimner is here, which Grimner is everywhere. He's over on Twitter. He's on that effing site. He's over here. It's like, damn, Grimmer, you are omnipotent and omniscient, and you're just freaking everywhere. Trouble pissing? I don't know. Who has trouble pissing? I don't want to know. How's your flow, linoleum? Oh, Oh, damn. Ow. I'm sorry. Trust no one. Okay, moving along. Wow, because somebody. Ow. The lovely Kate is here. Hey there, woman. I see that it's a little bit on the balmy side down there in the great state of Texas. And looky there, trust no one is chiming in. And, wow. Sweetie, we all die. Sometimes we get to choose the manner and sometimes we don't, but it happens to us all. That's part of the human experience. I also see Aliased is here. How you doing, hun, from down under? And Chalcedony. I actually saw Chalcedony in the chat as I was prepping for the rocket chair. Booyah! I'm thinking I'm getting to be a little bit more in touch with Chalcedony, Chalcedony's universe. That could be a good thing or not, depending. The lovely Miss Chloe is here. How are you doing this evening, sweetheart? I hope you're having an absolutely splendiferous Friday. Wow. I don't think my head grew any, but man, my headphones are tight. It's squeezing what little bit of brains I got left. Oh, but at least it keeps them from falling out. IB Don C is here. Hey there, sweetheart. And also, hon, I just really want to tell you that video you tagged me on earlier today, the message from the young lady to Christians. Booyah, bonus round. That was awesome. I shared it over on Facebook. I didn't get a whole hell of a lot of likes on it, but that's usually what happens when you post something that's just a skosh uncomfortable for most people, or at least, for me, which I've noticed of late that I don't get a lot of likes or comments over on Facebook because I have a tendency to post shit that's a skosh uncomfortable for a lot of people. Imagine that. Oh well. Excuse me. Water went down the wrong pipe. Damn it all. Java Doctor 2 is here. How you doing, sweetheart? I see you and Trust No One are having one hell of a conversation going on here. Juana Taco is here. You know what? I bought some lettuce and I picked some tomatoes last night. I'm thinking that's a doable thing tonight. Yeah, it is. I also have some, hot pepper smoked cheese that I think I'm going to grate and put on top of it. Ooh, yum, yum, yum. Rob Works is here. Where's the bubbler at, hon? I saw you firing it up earlier today while I was at work, no less. You brat. See how you are. I could not partake because I had to stay somewhat sane and sensible. Somewhat. Vinny is here, who will be on later on this evening with Atrax, and God knows what those two are going to come up with. But hey, stick around because, it could get very interesting. Hi there, Atomic Punk. Wow, what the hell is going on with me this evening? You would think that maybe I'd caught the Obama disease or something. Holy crap, I gotta cut that shit out. Hi, Atomic Punk. How you doing this evening, sweetheart? I also, and there's another one. Damn it, Bones. Hi, Bo Diddy. How are you doing, sweetie? And yes, absolutely adorable picture of that grandbabes. Spit? Why? Tui. I don't want to spit. Oy. I don't want to, Vinny. I ain't gonna. You can't make me. I needed another drink. I don't know why, but I'm feeling very parched this evening. And there's another that's what's doing it. It's the that's making me parched. Clank is here. That's one of those ominous sounds that you hear in the middle of the night and you really don't wish to hear it. Whatever it is, it sounds, oh, okay. Dark Spawn is also here, as well as etc. etc., etc., etc. And guess what? Yours truly is here. And FYI, OIT won't be PG. Oh, it won't be PG. I never expected anything to be PG with you around, Vinny. And then you add Atrax to the mix, and it's like, yeah. Ain't no such critter as PG. Not with you guys. Not even PG 13 or R 17 or whatever the hell. Uh, Sound like I had a mouthful? Well, hun. You won't ever know what that's like. Oh, I'm evil. I am. I'm feeling somewhat evil this evening. Yeah, I just pinched my arm. It's feeling rather evil. Hi, Grendel. Grendel. Where's Hansel? Grendel. That's one of those words that's a fun sounding word, you know? Just like Kuzo is a fun sounding word. Um, do I know the difference between liking and loving? Actually, sweetheart, I do. Although it's probably not the same difference that you have, because I truly do love everybody, because everybody is here for a reason. Sometimes that reason is, oh, spitting and swallowing. Hun, knew that one. No comment. Oh, well, moving right along. And we're walking, we're walking. Hi, Kamek. Or Kamek. Yeah, it's going to be one of them nights. Mary B, the lovely Mary B from Down Under, my favorite Wiccan in the whole wide world. And Nansan Dubois. That's another fun one to say. I love Dubois. That lets me kind of sort of practice on my French. Because I did take, like, I took a semester of French in high school, but that's pretty much it. And I remember how to proposition someone. And I can count to 10. And a few other things. But, you know, yeah. I can do that in Spanish, too. And I didn't take any Spanish classes. I just happened to have a sister-in-law that was Mexican. Okay, moving right along. Hi, Pawn Sauce. Pawn Sauce. Pawn Sauce. I'm wondering. Pawns. No, don't wander too far. You might get lost. Or when you find what you were wandering, you might go, oh, shit, I really didn't want to go there. And to round out the crew over here in the RLM chat, the one, the only, the sock puppet. So, hey there, hi there, ho there, everybody. Let's get a move on, shall we? I have all kinds of shit shoved in my pockets, and man, oh man, is it difficult wearing these breeches, because they get snug when the pockets get cripes. Durr. Just keep moving. Okay, I got to go to this one. Wherever it is. There it is. There it is. From ageofshitlords.com. Why? Because I like the site name. I just love that. I think Sock Puppet shared that over in the RLM chat earlier today. And I just love that site name. That is so fun. I may have to do one, rainbowunicornfarts.com. I wonder if that's a site already. If it is, somebody's probably going to go ahead and buy it now just because that's the way the universe works. Somebody says something and you think, I'm going to do that. And then next thing you know, you hear about it on the news that somebody made $1 bazillion by doing what you just mentioned in passing. And it's like, what the? That's not, hey. See? Universe, it has it has a plan, because it always knows you must share the information with at least 7 people. Why 7? I don't know, kind of a cosmic number, but you need to do it with at least 7 people, because you got to figure the first 2 were asleep when you gave them the information, and they thought, damn, that was a weird ass dream, and didn't write it down. And then you got about 3 or 4 of them that, were either driving or otherwise occupied. So they couldn't just, write down this splendiferous epiphany that they got. And then the other ones are, you always have one person that will actually act on it, and a couple other ones that are going, That's not doable. You can't do that shit. God damn. Who the hell you were thinking? So, the universe gives it to lots of people so that maybe one person will actually act on it. That's kind of a waste of time and effort, but if you can actually get someone to work on it, dude, guess it works. Oh well. From the age of shitlords, 4chan and Paul are launching Operation Google. Now, when I first saw this, I thought, Operation Google, are they going to give Google shit? Because, well, sometimes Google needs to be given shit. Oh, Paul is for politically incorrect. Cool. Okay. I'd never heard of, but as if that's, a real stretch to anyone's imagination, because actually, when it comes to the internet, I am, not really well versed. I think a lot of people already know that. But in this article, Google has really outdone themselves these past few weeks, as if their new terms of service update that would see several YouTubers lose monetization for their videos wasn't enough. Just 2 days ago, YouTube launched YouTube Heroes, a program that encourages users to mass report and flag videos for deletion. Well, so now instead of just and they've been working towards this, just in case y'all didn't notice it, they have been working towards this. They've been training you to get easily butthurt. But apparently, it does get worse. But wait, there's more. Google just launched a new AI program known as Jigsaw Conversation. And the purpose of this AI is to find, delete, and block comments and posts deemed to be offensive. These include comments that are sexist, racist, transphobic, anti-immigration, Islamophobic, etc., etc., etc. In other words, they are now creating a cybernetic safe space. Isn't that special? The AI works by detecting words or keywords and terms related to offensiveness. So, okay, get ready to be butthurt. Those of you out there, I am just listing the words, but if you wish to get butthurt, feel free to get butthurt. I will not apologize. I'm just letting you know. So in case you wish to change the channel or turn it off or any of that other fun shit, more power to you. Okay? Because to me, it's like they're just a fucking word. If you wish to take offense with it, that is all on you. If someone else means it in an offensive manner, that's on them. You don't have to take it that way. Wow, what a weird way of looking at things. So, typing words like nigger or faggot or tranny or kike, etc., 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 I'm going to get banned. You know I am. Will get you flagged and labeled as a harasser. Wow. Labeled. I get a label. I already have on my shirt, because I wore one of my work shirts, that has the business name on it. I have a label. It's embroidered. Does that make a difference? YouTube videos, search results, emails, and basically everything you do online, including those words, will get you in rubble, Rorge. Rot-row. Blog posts that contain these words will not show up on Google search results. This article that you're reading right now will not appear on Google search because I technically used those words. Oh my God. You're such a vile creature. Oh wait, I repeated those words. That makes me a vile creature. Booyah! I'm an overachiever for the day. Damn, do I feel special or what? So, in short, Google just declared war on trolls. No, Google just declared war on everyone and wound up shooting themselves not only in the foot, but also blew their kneecap off, also denutted themselves, shot themselves in the rump, and they're working their way up. I think they're very seriously considering cutting their nose off to spite their face. Oh, wait, that's just my opinion. Never mind. The Verge reports that the machine has been trained on over 17 million comments and has perfected navigation of the internet. Wow. Now I'm jealous of an AI because I haven't perfected navigation of the internet. I just kind of stumble and stutter and a lot of times pleasantly surprised by the shit I stumble across. And then there's times where I go, how the hell did I wind up here? Yeah, I'm one of those people. You know, the ones that way back in the day when you had actually printed in book form, you know, where you had to turn pages, encyclopedias. I still have some of those. Yeah, I'm really old fashioned. And I'm one of those people that I will look something up in the encyclopedia and then someone will come looking for me. They'll send out a search party like 3 hours later and find me in a pile of encyclopedias. All of them open around me on the floor, and I'm looking at something that's 20 gazillion miles away from where I started out because one thing leads to another. Don't you know? It's kind of fun, actually. That's how I win at Trivial Pursuit. Needless to say that this machine is a real deal. Lots of feminists and SJWs have begun praising the program as a step forward in the fight against online harassment. But more on that later. Wow. Feminazis. Since this is a war on trolls and everyone else because you have just been delegated into trolldom, you know, kind of like when they write a law that is applicable to you because, you know, you do something that they wrote a law against, like, oh, let's say breathing. You're increasing the carbon footprint. Yeah, you are now criminal. Just because somebody put some squiggly lines on a piece of paper. Ain't that special? So, now, because of this, you have been dubbed Sir Troll. And Lady Troll, wear it proudly. Build your own bridge. We don't build your bridges for you. And you have to catch your own nanny goats. But I digress. It sounds to reason that the greatest trolls online, Chan4 or 4chan, weren't going to take the news very well. Really? And there's a lovely little picture there. Let's see. It was from that thread, which is the thread just above, that the idea came from. If Google wants to block offensive words, then they're going to give them the most offensive word to block. Google! So, from now on, I'm not, well, okay, I'll drop F-bombs anyway, but I will also say, oh, Google. Or maybe I might actually add a few syllables to that, you know, like maybe, oh, Google shits. Or Google curmudgeon, or I don't know what, depends on my mood. But apparently the plan has already taken root on 8chans/poll/board, which, yeah, whatever. And several other 4chan boards. Every time they want to use the N-word, whoop, 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 they're going to use Google instead. So let's let Google block that. So why would we say Google instead of the N-word? It's dumb and cringy as fuck. Well, to answer this, it's done after Google's recent announcement to censor certain words looked through their search engine just to keep safe spaces extra safe, extra special. So, y'all, Let's start Googling the shit out of shit, okay? Somebody's got the Googling shits. You know, it's all fun and games till someone Googles and shits. I think that's what it is. Yeah, Vince. Vince is only easily butthurt if he bends over first. Huh, never mind. Picking on you, Vinny. Why? Because you're there. And because you take it so well. Oh, look at Chloe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or, how's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. There's my French for the evening. I know, you're so impressed, aren't you? Uh-oh, Vinny fell out. Well, gee, Vinny, did you get butt hurt? I'm gonna pick on him. I'm gonna. You know, it's one of those things where, okay, now earlier today I saw a post on Facebook where there was a bunch of quote unquote protesters in, was it Charlotte? They're everywhere. There's always somebody protesting, which I'm of several minds when it comes to protesting. I'm actually gotten to the point where I lean on bar stools and walls, and that's only if I have entirely too much to drink. But I'd seen these protesters, you know, and they were just protesting vigorously. You know, protesting so much so that they decided to protest gravity as well, just to see if they could prove that gravity actually does work. So they were knocking a bunch of people down, you know, stuff like that, because they were protesting. And I don't know where I'm going with this. Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah, I said something about just because you can do a thing doesn't mean you should do a thing. And, you know, there's a lot of times on the radio that just because I can say a thing doesn't mean I should say a thing, but 9 times out of 10 it doesn't stop me. Because the clutch is going out between the brain and the mouth, so usually if it passes through the gray cells, it's just going to fall right out the mouth. That's just the way it works. Okay, let me get this shared over on this effing site, which, thank you ever so much, Sock Monster, for sharing this earlier. Sock Monster? Pfft, where the hell did that come from? Sock Puppet. Yeah, see? Brain farts are us. Wow. Wow. I'm really in need of a weekend. Just in case you hadn't noticed. Oh, hi, Pete. Let's see. The ones who want it raised usually have no job skill. Oh, okay. He's talking about raising the minimum wage. I just want to get rid of money. I really honestly do. I want to get rid of money completely. I am so tired of it. You know, people squabbling and bickering over who has and who has not, and people doing all kinds of despicable and vile things because they have none, and people doing all kinds of vile and disgusting things because they have lots. I just want to get rid of money. You know, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of I want to get rid of the excuse. Maybe that's what it is. Because, you know, there's so many people out there that, well, it's because I ain't got no money. Oh, so very true. Sorry, I'm reading a comment over here on Fakey Book, and as if I don't think Pete's listening in, but so I'm still agreeing with you, Pete. Oh, well. Let me get back to, just a sec. I'm going to go see what's going on over here in the, apparently, what? Okay. Cancer is caused by the same thing that causes all men's prostrates to grow. So cancer is inevitable in all men. You know, when you really stop and think about it, I think cancer cells are probably in everybody. It just depends on your diet and your environment and your mindset. You know, the big three. That whether or not that cancer is going to become something very life threatening. Once again, my personal opinion, but for what it's worth, there you have it. Okay, I'm going to go back to my pocket. I'm just dropping all kinds of bombs, aren't I? Okay. Here's another one that I do believe Sock Puppet shared earlier today. And it is from Breitbart.com. Okay. The Charlotte Mecklenburg Fraternal Order of Police. Fraternal Order of Police. That just has a creepy sound to it in and of itself. Says that 70% of arrested rioters have out-of-state IDs. Now, I know a lot of you are going to be extremely shocked by this. No. You mean somebody would import rioters? Well, you know what? There's an awful lot of people that are at the North Dakota pipeline thing that are from multiple states as well, but you don't hear a whole hell of a lot about them being very protesting vigorously kind of stuff, you know? Yeah, they might be protesting and they are saying that they're being water stewards, which I prefer the water stewards myself, but once again, that is my personal choice, my personal preference. But these vigorous protesters, which in vigorous protester, if you want to have a shorter way of saying it, looters or rioters. That's pretty much what I call them. But on Thursday on CNN's Out Front, Todd Walther, the spokesman for the Charlotte Mecklenburg Fraternal Order of Police, told host Aaron Barnett that the bulk of the protesters being arrested in Charlotte were not from North Carolina, but out of state based on their IDs. This is not Charlotte that's out here, he said. These are outside entities that are coming in and causing these problems. These are not protesters, these are criminals. Enough said, pretty much. These are people that they come in when someone has a legitimate beef and they decide to take it to the violent level, to the dark side, simply because it furthers an agenda. Kind of like the BLM. The only reason for their existence is because they're furthering an agenda. And it has fuck all to do with Black Lives Matter. Seriously. They could give two shits less. All they're doing is stirring the shit pot and adding more floaters to the mix. This article goes on to say, I'm not saying all the people, but we've got the instigators that are coming in from outside. They're coming in on buses from out of state. And if you go back and look at some of the arrests that were made last night, I can say probably 70% of those had out-of-state IDs. So, what do you do with that shit? I think those people that are there that have a legitimate beef need to do something. Quit following along with the bullshit. Quit listening in to the, later sock puppet, to the loudest, most violent one in the herd. You really need to stop that. Because those are the ones that are stirring that pot and getting you all riled up. And you need to just quit playing along, playing with their game. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm catching up here. Okay. Back to my pocket I go. Let me put this over on the F1 site real quick. And it looks like Rose Bandit has joined. Hi, Rose Bandit. Okay, I need my grrr emoticon. That's the one I need. Because it's like A-holes deluxe. Okay. And back to my pocket I go. And I will kind of... Let's see. U.S. government just legalized Operation Mockingbird. Don't necessarily know that I want to go there. War is a racket. Ah, Smedley Butler. Now that is something that I need to share this with y'all because Bob Renner shared this over on the F1 site yesterday or the day before, and this is the PDF of War is a Racket by Major General Smedley Butler, and I think everybody really needs to read this. Arrest it and send it back home? That's a good idea. The only problem with that, Chloe, is it's kind of like the illegal immigration shit. You know, you gather up all the wetbacks or whatever the heck and send them back to Mexico. And within 48 hours, they're back on the job that they were doing when INS came and got them, or whatever the hell Alphabet Soup Brigade they are now. What's a little high? What's a little high? Let me see. I'm trying to catch up. Oh. Okay. Yes, I have a notification. Let me check it real quick. Oh, hi, Bob. How you doing, sweetie? I just shared your Smedley Butler, by the way, sweetheart. Okay. If you want to be strong. Oh. So true. My lovely niece. She's having a bit of a rough go. Okay, I'm going to go and check this one out now because I saw this over on Twitter earlier before I actually closed down my Twitter. Oh! Well, cool, Grammy. Well, I just shared it again. I shared it for those of us that didn't know it was there, like me. Oops. Okay. Everyone needs to lose weight. I don't want to lose any more weight, Java. Honey, I'll start looking rather emaciated, and I really don't want to lose any more. I just want to firm up what I got, because I still got a jiggle in the middle. That's my soft-sided cooler around my six-pack abs, don't you know? So, okay, I got to turn a fan on. It is warm in here. Yes, chasing 3-year-olds counts, too, for exercise, just so as you know. Okay. This is on beforeitsnews.com in their science and technology section. Why? Because science, because, you know, I see all kinds of shit because of science. And I think a lot of it is Hansel is sharing it because Hansel is so good at trying to educate the rest of us. And we're so busy sitting over in the corner going, who's paying attention to him? Not me, because, well, I did not draw the short straw. Well, somebody's got to take notes so that we can have some kind of a conversation with the guy. You know, that's what's going on over in the corner while Hansel is putting all this shit out there for us to go, wow, okay. Thanks, Hans. I actually do pay attention to what you post. Don't agree with a lot of it, but I do pay attention. So there you go. This is a world first. Researchers see individual atoms keep away from each other or bunch up as pairs. And that kind of goes along with a thought process that one of my little Acme light bulb moments that I had a couple years ago. I kind of equated all of us or everything in the universe with like all of the quarks and protons and neutrons, or even if you wish to get a little bit bigger, all of the atoms in the human body. When you stop and think about it, maybe, just maybe, every little atom that goes into making up our body is kind of like different solar systems throughout the galaxy. And each star is just an atom that of a really, really big body. Really big body. It's one of those weird things that just kind of popped through my head. But I kind of like this because, some atoms, like when you have two positives, they repel each other. Two negatives, they repel each other. But if you have a positive and a negative, they stick together like glue. Hi, Juan. I see you sent me a message. Bless your heart, sweetheart. Thank you ever so much. Every once in a while, he sends me wonderful messages over on Facebook. Bless your heart. And wow, and oh man, talk about synchronicity. Because he sent me a gif of someone passing off a universe to someone else from their hands to another person's hands. Wow, synchronicity. I believe in that. Just so in case you hadn't noticed. Oh, okay. I gotta respond to this. Thank you ever so much, Juan. You're such a sweetheart. He's always sharing some very, very uplifting, very positive stuff over here, which is kind of nice because there are times when it just gets to be, oh, sweetheart, namaste to you as well, hun. There's times when it just gets to be a wee bit much, You can only take so much of everybody's negativity or just the shit that's going on out there. And you can be a happy little camper and try and go, okay, I'm going to see the positive. I'm going to see the silver lining to this cloud. And then there's times that someone comes along and just strips that silver lining away and you just go, damn it. And that's when I need to go outside and I need to play with nature. Pull weeds or work in my garden or something. Get back in touch with Mother Nature. 'Cause, wow, there are times it gets to be a bit much. But back to this story. Yeah, see, sidetracked. Easily. If you bottle up gas and you try to, oh, honey, someone needs to proofread your stuff. If you bottle up gas and try to imagine its atoms using today's most powerful microscopes, you will see little more than a shadowy blur. Atoms zip around at lightning speeds and are difficult to pin down at ambient temperatures. If, however, these atoms are plunged to ultra-cold temperatures, they slow to a crawl. And scientists can start to study how they can form exotic states of matter, such as superfluids, superconductors, and quantum magnets. Wow. Physicists at MIT have now cooled a gas of potassium atoms to several nanokelvins, which is just a hair above absolute zero, and trapped the atoms within a two-dimensional sheet of an optical lattice created by crisscrossing lasers. Cool. And you can do all that shit, and yet we have homeless people and people starving. And war going on everywhere. And yet they can do this cool shit. Using a high-resolution microscope, the researchers took images of the cooled atoms residing in the lattice. And learning from this model, we can understand what's really going on in these superconductors. And what one should do to make higher temperature superconductors approaching, hopefully, room temperature. And what purpose would that serve? I would like to know. By looking at correlations between the atom's position in hundreds of such images, the team observed individual atoms interacting too in rather peculiar ways based on their position in the lattice. Some atoms exhibited antisocial behavior and kept away from each other, while some bunched together with alternating magnetic orientations. Wow, they're bi atoms. Or not. Did I have to go there? Obviously I did. Others appear to be piggybacking on each other, creating pairs of atoms next to empty spaces or holes. Cool. See? Are you starting to see the correlation? I see the correlation between atoms and people in society. You know, atoms behave just like people do. We have people that have a tendency to be rather antisocial and keep away from others. And then we have other people that love to piggyback on everybody else. And unfortunately, most of those people tend to take all of the credit when credit is due and take none of the blame when blame is due, which is another one of those instances where if you get rid of the monetary system, I think a lot of those tendencies will go away as well. And then you have people that are just happily skipping along side by side, having a good time, kind of like these atoms. How cool! The team believes that these spatial correlations may shed light on the origins of superconducting behavior. Superconductors are remarkable materials in which electrons pair up and travel without friction. See, now that's like couples that have been married for like 70 some years. That's superconductors. See? Okay, maybe I'm crazy, but I'm seeing awful lot of correlation here. Okay, I know I'm crazy. There is no maybe about it, but I still see an awful lot of correlation here. And this is meaning that no energy is lost in the journey. How cool! So see, there's no friction. Therefore, all of the energy is... See? So if superconductors can be designed to exist at room temperature, they could initiate an entirely new and incredibly efficient era for anything that relies on electrical power. Can you say Tesla? Maybe. Maybe. Yes, Juan. Oh, bless your heart, Juan. Thank you very much. Just a sec here. Okay. I had to respond. I hate to be rude, you know? Okay, I don't really hate to be rude, but there's some people I hate to be rude with. So, apparently Martin, who is a professor of physics, I'm not even going to try and butcher that last name of his, because it's got lots of consonants together that, in my mind, don't go together. Not to make a proper sound that I can actually do. So, learning from this atomic model, we can understand what's really going on in these superconductors and what one should do to make higher temperature superconductors approaching, hopefully, room temperature. Cool. That would be cool. And I wonder if maybe this isn't just on the quantum level or on the atomic level, proving out what some of the things that Tesla was putting forth back in the day. What? Okay, let me catch up. What the heck are you guys talking about? Yes, they all carry drop. Yes, they do. Yeah. Okay, moving along. What was this? Just a sec. End gadget. What is this, hon? Okay. Hmm. Oh, I don't. You know what, Java Doctor 2? That is a distinct possibility. I don't remember where in the heck I read it, but I actually got into a quantum level discussion with my eldest brother over the weekend, and we were discussing stuff like that. And what was funny is I kept saying, you know what, Elmer, I need to go to bed. I am really tired. And this was at 10 o'clock because I'd already put in probably about 400 miles and several hours of chasing around youngins and all that other fun stuff. So I was kind of tired Saturday evening, and then we would start talking about something else. But we were discussing scientists and their experiments, and how sometimes the experiments are done to prove an already excuse me, preconceived notion. In other words, the experiment is done in such a way as to prove what they have already hypothesized. You know, that this is true. This is a scientific fact, and I'm going to prove it to you. Whereas there are some scientists out there that go, I wonder if, I wonder what. You know, and so they start coming up with some kind of an experiment that is a repeatable experiment. And part of this was we were discussing like global warming, climate change, yada 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 bullshit stuff. And I'd come across an article, or actually it was a video. Gosh darn it, I'm gonna have to look that up on YouTube, about Timothy. Okay, no, it wasn't about that. I'd come across a video on YouTube about several scientists that had gotten together, and they were trying to figure out if solar maximums and excuse me, maximums and minimums actually have more of an effect on the Earth's climate than, say, greenhouse gases and all this other fun stuff. And as I was watching this video, I was really impressed with the way these scientists were going about this, because it kept getting more and more far afield with what they were finding out, to where it got to the point where they actually found out that the solar maximums and solar minimums, the reason that they affect the global climate is because of how much it keeps the galactic interference from affecting the globe. So, and then they also found out that the position of the Earth in the spiral arms of the galaxy, the Milky Way, also affects our climate. And then when you have like placement on the galactic arms, or in between the galactic arms in the spiral, and whether it's solar minimum or solar maximum, I don't remember offhand. It was very brainy stuff, and I only listened to it once. I'm going to have to listen again. But when you have, get that sweet spot where the placement in the galaxy and the sunspot activity from the sun, when the two meet, that's when we have ice ages. Or we have very temperate climate over most of the globe. It was really quite fascinating. It was a documentary on YouTube, and I believe I shared the link last week, because I know I discussed it with my brother and told him, you really need to watch this because this is really cool. And when I was explaining it to him, he said, that's the way you're supposed to do scientific experiments. You don't already have a preconceived destination that you're going to get to, and now the experiment is all designed around proving whatever your notion is, whether it be man-made climate change or what have you. You just say, what if, and what does, and how does. and you come at it from that, and then you just follow the evidence as opposed to trying to mold that evidence. But I believe it was Einstein actually said something about the scientist can effect the experiment, and I believe he postulated that sometimes something only happens if it's observed. So kind of weird. I'll have to look that one up again too. I have so damn much Trivial Pursuit. That's what it is. Are you getting older, Rob Works? I'll bet you're a young whippersnapper. I don't want to spit, Vinny. Okay, I'm reading the chat here. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Yes, it is. And actually, all of those intentions out there right now has turned that road into a super-de-duper-de Peter T. Hooper multi-lane big-ass whopper of a superhighway that has traffic to no end. Yes, Java Doctor, positive affirmations do help. And that's true, trust no one. Don't look in the mirror. Because every time I look in the mirror, I go, who the hell is that person that's got all those... Wow, that's me. Shit. Damn. And then I just start laughing, and then I went, oh, okay, those are smile lines. Okay, I'm good with them. That works. So, lots of exercise in the smile frontier. Don't you know? Okay, I'm going to get this shared over here on that effing site as well. And then I think I'm going to have to go to the pig, because I haven't been to the pig, and seeing as how, Google is being so politically correct, I need to go to a politically incorrect place. Balance things out. Kind of a zen thing. So, da 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 la da 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 la da da. Okay, where am I? There. Okay, I'll do the bookie guy. I'll do the book learny guy. Where's my pig? I need some pig. There it is. Hey, Porcus. Hey, Hambo. How you guys doing? I don't know if you're listening in, but if you are, hey there. Hi there. Ho there, guys. Which, if you haven't been to Pig Gazette, yeah, these guys definitely are politically incorrect. And, yeah, I've made it to the big time because Porcus put a link to my podcasts over here on the front page. And he also put a link to Circle's artwork. So, why? Because Porcus is kind of cool like that. That's why. Okay, I got to see what their pick of the day is. Attention. Please be aware that the staff at Medina ISD may be armed and will use whatever force is necessary to protect our students. There you go. Gotta carry a cord? What? Oh. You gonna go haul some wood? Is that what? Okay, I will see you in a little bit. Okay, Vinny? You best be back. What's this? Full of potholes? Oh, Rob Works, honey, yes. You are several years younger than me, hun. That's okay. It's all good. You know what? I can tell you what you got to look forward to. Oh, wait, no. I would have to tell you from the female side. Oops. Oh, well, guys go through menopause as well. You have too much blood in your THC? God, I hate when that happens. Magnetic metals in your brain. Oh. Yeah, I know. That's all that lovely little shit that they're spraying in the sky that they said that they were doing that so that they could reflect sunlight back out into the outside of the atmosphere so that they could cool off the planet because it was heating up to dangerous levels. La da 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 da. That was the story that they fed everybody. That's not necessarily true, but that's a story that they've fed everybody. Welcome back, Sock Puppet. Okay, I'm going to go back now that I've shared that lovely little meme from the pig. Word of the day, Facebook. It's a popular cyberspace hangout where groups of friends exchange the conversational equivalent of rice cakes by spewing the details of their daily lives in mind-numbing specificity. Yeah. I'll have you know that there's only been 2 times when I've posted pictures of food. One time it was because someone asked me what I was fixing was, and so I just posted a picture of it. And another time was all of us gals on the bowling team decided that we would post what we had to eat while we were bowling. So and what was funny was we'd all had chili cheese nachos. That's the only 2 times I've actually posted, food, like as in, except for when I'm posting, like, okay, I take that back, except for when I'm posting recipes. I do like posting recipes over there too, because there's some really good ones over there. So, let's see. Okay. I'm just doing this because, wow, that first sentence just reached up and grabbed me by my eyeballs and shook me around a little bit. Under the category on the front page of the pig, apparently in Kentucky, a family judge said same-sex marriage is an oxymoron, like jumbo shrimp. Hadn't thought of it like that. Wow, let's find out why this judge thinks this. Kentucky Family Court Judge Tim Philpott, who has ruled in favor of many homosexual adoption cases, said that gay couples are in a sterile relationship and that same-sex marriage is an oxymoron, like jumbo shrimp. Those words don't make sense to me, said the judge. The words same-sex marriage don't make sense to me. The other way of looking at same-sex marriage is every night it's the same sex. There's always another way of looking at this shit. It's the same person. Unless you put a little bit of zippity-doo-dah into it, which, usually works pretty well. If you put a little zippity in your doo-dah, then it doesn't seem like same old, same old. See? There's a little Grammyism for you. Judge Philpott, who is a family court judge in Fayette County, Kentucky, made his remarks at the Christian educational gathering sponsored on September 8th by Francis Asbury Society. Why not, Chloe? I highlight the idiocy of my state. I mean, criminy Christmas. Ain't nobody safe. Nobody. I don't give a shit who you are. I'm gonna pick on you. Why? Because I can. Oh, wait, just because you can do a thing, does that mean you should? Well, when it comes to picking on someone, yeah. And you know what? If you want to pick on me, go for it. I can take it. Just be prepared, because I don't store shit, so if you give me shit, I give it right back. I don't have the proper EPA permits and all that other fun stuff. So, and I ain't going through all that red tape. Apparently, following a video presentation by the Christian leader Dr. Dennis F. Kinlaw, the founder of the Francis Asbury Society, Judge Philpott said, "But I've been thinking about this same-sex thing for 20-some years. Really? Have you been married to the same person for 20-some years? And have you been having sex with that same person for 20-some years? That qualifies as same-sex." Wow! What a redunculous idea. I was in the Kentucky Senate for a while, and I used to give some speeches on the subject. You should have sex with the same person all the time, because it keeps you from getting the clap. And you should put some zippity in your doodah so that it doesn't become monotonous. See? Okay. I gotta see. What's that, Sock Puppet? using the existing legal definition of marriage was intentional by government. They could have easily arrived at a new term, but the fallout was exactly what they were looking for. You know, anytime government does something, even when it looks like a massive foobar, it's not. It's intended. Every time shit hits the fan and the government is in the middle, the one switching that fan up to high speed and oscillating, yeah, you bet your sweet bippy it's intentional. Trust no one has a pro-state. Are you a statist? Okay, I'll quit picking on you guys. And I'll quit picking on Texas. Or, yeah, that state too. At least for the next 5 or 10 seconds. Kentucky as well. Because that's looking like it's just... Hambo, it looks like you're just repeating all of the oxymoron stuff. Which I'm sure you're just doing what the oxymoron that wrote the original article did. But, hey. Pete and Repeat were sitting on a bench. Pete fell off. Who's left? Repeat. So, where I wanted to get to, this date in history, because, you know, you got to go there. So, September the 23rd, 1908, New York Giant Fred Bonehead Merkle misses second base, a ninth-inning mistake that disallows winning run, costs team game, and allows Cubs to win the pennant. Gee, I wonder if there was all kinds of disastrous quote-unquote protests after that one. We really have become a society filled with preschoolers. And there's only so many people that are trying to be rational adults in the room. But you know, when you got about 20 billion, okay, that's an exaggeration, 20,000 preschoolers fighting over one toy and one rational adult in the room, kind of sucks being the rational adult, don't you think? Oh, well, moving along. This date in history, September the 23rd, 1949. What a difference a year makes. One of the original wild and crazy guys, Indians owner Bill Veeck, holds funeral services to bury the team's 1948 pennant. Geez, Bill, did the team suck that bad? And finally, this date in history, September the 23rd, 1977. What passes for American culture is in crisis when Cheryl Ladd replaces Farrah on Charlie's Angels. Blonde hair, fills out a bikini, works for me. Well, Hambo, hun, you are kind of a sweater puppy kind of guy. So, and well, you're a guy, like a red blood guy. So, yeah, I could see why Cheryl Ladd would work for you. Although I don't think anybody could replace Farrah. She had the most awesome hair. And yeah, she had stylists and she had shitload of product and yada, yada, yada. But, you know, from everything I read about her, she really seemed like quite a sweet lady, which is probably why she had to die. Because you can't have really nice people in Hollywood. They don't live long. It's kind of sad. Oh, goes along with the video I shared earlier today, which kind of was a weird way. I tend to go very far afield. You know, once again, the encyclopedia thing. Sometimes all it takes is like 2 words being in the same sentence that grab my attention and I go, what the hell's that all about? And then next thing you know, I'm off in La La Land somewhere. So, okay, looks like all quiet on the Freedoms Network front, at least for now. And yes, Juan, what's going on, sweetie? Oh, Juan sent me a voice message. Well, honey, I'll listen to that when I get done on the radio, okay? Hope you don't mind. Okay. Chloe unclicks. What are you unclicking, hon? This one, just this one. Oh, Larkin Rose. I love Larkin Rose. Thank you. Chloe, you just hate Kentucky politics. I hate all politics. I truly do. And I used to be in politics. And I actually, did a pathetic run at county commissioner. But, that was a whole other bugaboo. But what was that sock puppet? What's that one? DHS emails reveal effort to rush citizenship grants. Doto the erection. No, it's a selection, not an election. Got to put that like that slithery snake sound, that in the front of it. It is a selection, and the selection has already been made. Just saying. Okay. And yes, Rob Works, I have seen the fucking roads lately, and it looks like somebody's been doing an awful lot of fucking around trying to fix them. Have you noticed there's all kinds of road construction going on, and I have noticed of late when I go down to see my daughter east of me. When I go that direction, they're working on the same stretch of highway every freaking year. And you know what? You guys need to just freaking finish it and cut that shit out. Move on to another section of road, because I'm sure that section of road isn't getting degraded that bad that quick. Okay, cowboy, what's that one? Mad World News. Oh, hey. Cool. I like that headline. So I'm going to go there. Thanks, cowboy. Okay, this is on madworldnews.com. Man correctly guessed POTUS for 30 years and gives prediction and dire warning. Okay, 30 years. And for the last 8 years, we had Dangleberry. And then for the 3 years, or for the 8 years prior to that, we had Howdy Doody. And did we have 8 years? Yeah, we had Slick Willie for 8 years. So there's 24 years right there of just 3 different POTUSes. And then, let's see, Bush Sr. And was it Ronnie Reagan? Oh, my goodness. See, for that kind of shit, because I really don't give a shit. I really don't. And yet, that stuff is stuck in my mind. Oh, well. Professor Alan Lichtman has spent the past 30 years perfecting a system that would accurately predict who the next president would be before the selection. Well, honey, apparently someone passed you the memo prior to. It's okay. In the past 3 decades, he hasn't been wrong a single time. And he's most recently released his prediction for November. But this one comes with a dire warning. Oh, really? Is it going to be Michelle? Oh, please, dear God. Apparently, Professor Lichtman of the American University has certainly made a name for himself, correctly determining who would be the next president prior to the election without being wrong. What's he want, a cookie? And his accuracy hasn't been achieved through lucky guesses, but rather looking at what others won't. Okay, there's some things that I just refuse to look at. Unless, it sneaks up on me, like a picture of Shitlery. That pops up on my feed and it's like, oh, Christ. Really? Did you have to go there? First and foremost, a man puts aside his political leanings and opinions, looks beyond polls and makes sure to ignore shifting demographics. which is what many people base their predictions on. Instead, looking at the facts has allowed the professor to devise 13 true or false style statements called the keys to the White House that has rung true for the past 30 decades in determining the next commander-in-chief before the election results. So, okay, yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. I want to see, okay. So, who exactly, based on these statements, is set to win? Okay, does that mean, yeah, I need to read this shit. So, party mandate, which remember, people, they're always having a party and it's always on your dime. I think we need to crash the party. After the midterm elections, the incumbent party holds more seats in the U.S. House of Representatives than after the previous midterm elections. Okay? Under contest, there is no serious contest for the incumbent party nomination. Incumbency, the incumbent party candidate is the sitting president. Hey, third party, yada, 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 yada. Okay, I'm not going to go through that gobbledygook. So, apparently, according to Professor Alan Lichtman, it's Donald Trump. In his own words, he goes on to explain, based on the 13 keys, I would predict a Donald Trump victory. Now remember, 6 keys and you're out. And right now the Democrats are out. For sure, 5 keys. So key 1 is the party mandate. How well they did in the midterms, they got crushed. Key number 3 is the sitting president is not running. Key number 7 is no major political change in Dangleberry's second term like the Affordable Care Act, which was not something that Dangleberry did. That is something that has been prepared for years. And he just happened to be the one that got to put his John Henry or Dangleberry on the dotted line. Key number 11, no major smashing foreign policy success. No, there hasn't been any foreign policy success in eons. Why? Because they're always picking fights with everybody. Stay home and fix our own problems. And key number 12, Shitlery is not Franklin Roosevelt. Really? You think? Lord, like that was difficult. One more key and the Democrats are down, and we have the Gary Johnson key. One of my keys would be that the party in power gets a false if a third-party candidate in anticipation to get 5% of the vote or more. In his highest polling, Gary Johnson is at about 12 to 14%. My rule is that you cut it in half, and that would mean he gets 6 to 7, and that would be the 6th and final key against the demon crappies. So, very, very narrowly, the keys point to a Trumpelstiltskin victory. Oh joy, oh bliss. Mr. Okay, they're all either Mr. or Miss Narcissist anyway, but yippee-yi-yay, cow patty. So, although the news is very exciting, to you maybe, the results do come with a dire warning for those of us who want to see a Donald Trump in office. Things are going to be close. Victory may come, but the margin will be very small, meaning that it's extremely important that we get out there and vote. Vote hard. Vote often. Even vote if you're dead, but don't vote Democrat. We can't just say, oh, the guy who's guessed for 30 years said it was Trump, so I can sit home in November. That's not going to cut it. Trump's earned victory through a tough uphill battle cannot be thrown away last minute. It's time to pound those nails into Hillary's coffin with your votes. Honey, she's already in her coffin, and she's probably buried in a very secret place, if she wasn't cremated first and then her ashes scattered on the wind. Gad, what a horrid thought. Damn, can you imagine breathing in Hillary ash. Ew. Ew. Thanks, cowboy, for that. I think. I want to vote none of the above, which basically my none of the above vote will basically be me just staying home. Oh, Juan, honey, I know you keep sending me all of these voice messages and I can't get them right now. I will get to them when I get done. Bless your heart, sweetie. This is going to, this, I'm sharing this over on Facebook, which is guaranteed to start a pissing contest. You know that the best and fastest way to start a pissing contest is to express your opinion on social media. Holy crap, they come out of the woodworks. Cowboy Hun, did you share this? I'm sharing it again if you did, over on the effing site. You notice that a lot of these prognosticators, they always give themselves an out. And you know why? Because the future is not set in stone. There's an awful lot of people out there that go, oh, but our future, I can see. No, there are entirely too many things that can step in and fuck shit up. Besides the fact that if a butterfly farts, it all goes out the window. So, yeah. Okay. What's going on in the chat over here? I'm not checking out those close-ups of her eyes, Kate. That's just freaking wrong. And yeah, harpy or troll. Wow. The Grammy, calling them a harpy or a troll, that's just really cruel against the harpies and the trolls. 'Cause I've been called a harpy and I don't resemble her at all, I don't think. So, okay. Let's see, what else is going on up here? Historic re-election pattern doesn't favor... No. I'm just very tired of all of this nonsense. But that doesn't mean it's going to go away. Oh, there you go. There is that too, Sock Puppet. Yeah, give him a medal or a chest to pin it on. I prefer cookies, which, if I get to stay home Sunday, I may just have to make some cookies. Either make... Oh, no. I have some squash I need to use up, so I think I might make some squash bread. There you go. How's that sound? You're sending an SOS? No, trust no one. All you need to do is step outside, hold your thumb up, make sure you've got your towel. It's all good. That's according to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Just put your thumb out and make sure you've got your towel. Yes, Java Doctor, there is no signs of intelligent life down here, or very little. So, beam up us. Ooh, that sounds wrong. Ew, thanks, Atrax. Okay, moving along. Moving along. What else do I have? Oh, I need to go here. Why? Because I saw it the other day and I thought, okay, I got to jump on this bandwagon if for no other reason than to go BFD. So, this is on thegoodlordabove.com. Because he's watching. What's that, Sock Puppet? What did I do this time? Did I do something right? Okay. Now, everybody's been hearing about how Brangelina is no longer going to be Brangelina, as if that's really a big fucking deal. As if the world is going to come to an end. No, that is not going to cause the world to come to an end. A giant asteroid in November could bring the end of the world as we know it. QRLM or REM. Yeah, that too. Or my Etch-a-Sketch. I prefer the Etch-a-Sketch because once you've shaken this bad boy up, I get one of the knobs. I want to turn one of the knobs. I don't give a shit who grabs the other knob. I just want to act like we're playing Pong. You know? And if it turns out to be a fugly picture, like maybe of Shitlery or something, shake that bad boy up again. And let's start all over. Sounds like fun to me. Okay. Oh, bread? Yeah. Oh, and I make very good squash bread. Just ask the guys I work with. And, you know, if I have seeds big enough, then I may just have to soak those in salt water and make me some seeds as well. Because have you bought pumpkin seeds lately? God dang, those things are expensive. In any case, over here on thegoodlordabove.com, Jennifer Aniston delivers an angry response to Brangelina breakup, as if she gives a shit. Okay? I mean, this is the woman that, you know, basically, okay, yeah, she's kind of sort of cute. So, but everybody was, her claim to fame was Friends and her haircut. Okay, so here we go. Let's find out if she actually has functioning brain cells as well. Because I don't know her personally, so I really can't diss her too much other than in case she was on Friends, which I've watched like maybe a whole 30 minutes of that in little 3 to 5 minute snippets from YouTube that people have shared to me. I never watched the show. And her hair. It's like, really? It's hair. Everybody has it, or they don't. It's hair. In any case, Angelina Jolie filed for divorce from her husband Brad Pitt on Tuesday, and the world breathlessly looked to Jennifer Aniston for her response. Oh, please, Jennifer, what say you? We will anxiously await, and we will pant on every word that drips from your Jennifer Aniston lips. They did this because once upon a time, Aniston dated Brad Pitt. BFD, you know, back in high school, I've dated someone too, but do people come up to me when he gets a divorce? No! And you know why? Because that was a long time ago. Case in point. Apparently, though, Brad left her for Angelina Jolie. Why? I don't care. For her part, Jennifer Aniston was not interested in discussing the matter. Yay, Jennifer. Although, they still wrote a nice little piece here, so I got to see how vocally you were not interested. Oh, goody. I get to see F-bombs. I get to say F. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Fuck society. You people make me sick, said Aniston on the Today Show. Booyah! Okay, she just went up like 20 gazillion notches in my estimation, just from that little bitty sentence. While you idiots are talking about this Brangelina bullshit, you're ignoring what just happened yesterday with Terrence Crutcher. An unarmed black father of 4 was driving home from college when his car broke down. The police showed up and shot him while both his hands were in the air. This was all caught on video, which you can easily watch on the internet. But instead, no, none of you will do that. You will instead focus on the fact that a celebrity couple is going through a divorce. Fuck you. Okay. Booyah. Bonus round. Okay. Obviously, there are some functioning brain cells underneath that very well coiffed head. Aniston continued. This is fun. The same people that get super offended and lose their minds over whether or not an athlete takes a knee during the national anthem don't give two shits when an innocent person is executed with video evidence. They always say that it needs more investigation. What's the matter with people? Do they not have souls? This country needs to get its shit together. Stop shooting its citizens and stop focusing on stupid nonsense so much. Holy crap, I think I'm in love with Jennifer Aniston. And my gate don't swing that way, but holy shit. Girlfriend, I actually want to sit down and have coffee with you, okay? Just to shoot the shit. I think we could have quite the fun conversation. The response to Aniston's comments have been divided. Really? This could get fun. Okay. Damn. Jennifer is spitting hot fire today, said one Facebook commenter. I had no idea she was so woke. Hun. Grammar Nazis, did they jump all over that? I hope to God they did. Oh my God. How dare she? She can go to hell, said another Facebook commenter. We don't need her libtard opinions about blah, blah, blah video evidence. She's just jealous because Angelina stole her man. Honey, Angelina got her sloppy seconds, okay? You know, she was done with him. And, you know, you're supposed to share when you're done with something, if there's still some goodie left with it, share it with a friend. And that's what she did. Maybe not exactly like that, but it's a fun way of looking at it. So, while Aniston's stand on the issues is to be lauded, it's not expected that anything in the world will change. Well, you know what? When you don't expect it, it probably isn't going to change. Okay, I got to share this, and then I have got to... What? No. Wait. Ah, shit, the divine feed moved on me. There's another one. Wait a minute. Okay, come on, God. God responds to Sunday school teacher who tells him to burn in hell. Okay, the most hated words in the English language. I'm going to have to go there. Why? Because it's fun. Oh. I don't know if Aniston's getting a divorce, and I don't care. It's her business, not mine. Okay. Okay, this is also over on God. The most hated words in the English language. What are they? Britney Spears?
Oops, I did it again. I shaved all my hair.
What? I don't get it. I really don't. I don't get what the thing was with her. Okay, so she was in the Mickey Mouse Club. She sang like Minnie Mouse. Who gives a shit? I was not impressed. Christina Aguilera was also in the Mickey Mouse Club, wasn't she? And she has a hell of a lot better voice than Britney. Oh. Okay. Let me share this because I just gotta. There. Now, where's my God thing? There it is. Okay. God asked his fans on Facebook today, which words do you hate the most? Now, this was apparently from September the 15th, I think. So, here we go. Top 10 words. Drum roll, please. I feel like David Letterman, only better looking. Because, sorry, Letterman is not attractive, and I'm not necessarily bragging here. Whew. Okay, number 10, slut. This word carries such hatred and often labels people who don't deserve it as promiscuous and sexually free. It helps to vilify rape victims and makes it seem like they are deserving of it. It's demeaning and degrading. I hate that word with all of my being. That's from Jax C. Agreed. Fuck that word. That's from God. Now, I prefer to, whenever I hear the word slut, I cannot, I hear that word and it's like all of a sudden my mind goes into time machine edit mode. As in Jane, you ignorant. So when I hear slut, Jane, you ignorant just automatically gets put in front of it. So it's kind of cool. You know, I can go backwards in time mentally. There you go. Number 9, blessed. What? I don't know what word I hate the most, but the word that comes to mind is the word blessed. I find it cringeworthy when my friends brag about being blessed. See, it all depends on where you put the emphasis, don't it? And not realize that they're being cocky. That's from Rodney P. Agreed. Anyone that brags that they are blessed is just telling God they are due for a good smiting. Why, thank you, God, for... Wow. I don't want to be smited, and I feel blessed every single day because, hey, I woke up. Booyah, another round. Yay. And if I can get out of bed and make it through the fur baby minefield to the bathroom, then bonus round. Okay, here's one, and this one is a wow. I get to hear this at least 10 times a day at work because our salesman says this all the time, and every time he does, I just flinch and I look at him and say, "That's not a word." Nuh-huh. Move along. Number 8, irregardless. See, every time I hear this word, my mind goes to My Fair Lady. I know, it's weird. Bap. By nature, the term regardless. Okay, by nature of the term regardless, the topic is irrelevant. It's built into the word already. No need to combine them. That's from Ben M. And God's response is, it's almost like most people are idiots or something. Okay, I already knew that God had a sense of humor. You know, and it's a quite perverse sense of humor because who else would put a playground right beside a toxic waste dump? But, wow. Good one, God. Okay, number 7. Race. As in human race. People love dividing it into black or white race. Just erase the word, God. But if you erase the word, then you won't have the word erase anymore. Oh, wait. That's with the S, not a C. Just messing with you. That's from Mahomatas. God's response is, I wish. If I could erase ideas from existence, I would have erased a lot of bad ideas by now. You know, there's a lot of... Okay, God. Not that I'm criticizing or anything, but you and me, we need to get together on that whole platypus thing. Wow. And that's just putting aside the whole name to start with. But moving along. Number 6, hate. This word is mostly misused and usually should be replaced by the word dislike. No, dislike is not intense enough, David G. I'm sorry. And a couple nuts living in the middle. Yeah. Okay. David G, honey, the word that you're looking for to replace hate is detest. That's the word you're looking for, honey. God's response is, I agree, human. Overuse of the word hate increases the spread of real, pure hatred in the world. Yeah, because people go out there and they go, I hate broccoli, and then next thing you know, all the broccoli farmers are getting all butthurt and going, what's wrong with broccoli? Well, other than it looks funny, but I find broccoli rather tasty actually, either raw or cooked. But if it's raw, I need either salt or ranch dressing, and if it's cooked, one must have cheese sauce. Okay, I don't have to. Butter would suffice, and salt and pepper. But cheese sauce is like booyah. Of course, cheese sauce on just about anything is booyah. Okay, moving along. Sheeple. If you use this word, I immediately deduct 10 points from your IQ and discount your entire argument. That's from Christopher C. Well, Christopher, you spell your name with a K. Duh. I know. Chris Christopherson. Don't give me no shit about it. I know. Immediately deduct 10 points. But what if I like saying sheeple? Jeez, you're so harsh, Christopher. Quit being so condescending, Mr. Christopher with a K. God's response, 10 points is all some people have to begin with. Oh, God, you're being so generous. Because I actually know, well, not personally, but just going by their actions, I know of some people that if brains were gasoline, they wouldn't have enough to run a pissant's motorcycle around the inside of a Cheerio. I think that's considerably less than 10 points. Considerably. Moving along, number 4, moist. Oh, that's a fun word. Moist. For many years, this word was the most hated word in the universe. It seems that it has tumbled 3 spots this year as people realize there are much more horrible things in the world than a bit of subtle wetness, wherever it might occur. Well, it depends, God. Number 3, homophobe. That's not a real word. How in the hell can that be on the list? Oh yeah, somebody made it up. Kind of like I make up words too. Okay, you're not afraid of gay people. You're just an asshole. That's according to David B. Well, David B., it is better to be an asshole than a whole ass because an asshole is just involved in the distribution, whereas a whole ass is involved in the production, storage, and distribution. So I'd much rather be an asshole than a whole ass, but I digress. God's response is, you're also terrified that you might be gay yourself because you jack off to pictures of Zac Efron 8 days a week. God, are you hiding something from the rest of the class? Number 2, Trump, or as I would much rather refer to him as, Trumpelstiltskin. The last name of the king shit of Dumbfuck Mountain. This has become more than a name. It has become the sound that is synonymous with evil itself. Much like the word Hitler. Henceforth, the word Trump shall help humans to remember feelings of violence and hatred that must be forever defeated and reviled. That is from God. Although the word Hitler, I can't see that word without thinking of shitlery or Hitlery. And finally, number 1. The words that must never be spoken. Wow. What? Huh? These are words that hurt. They are described by the letter plus word. Huh? You know the ones. These are the words that decent people know never to say because they are racist or sexist and revile evil forces from the past. Sure, you can say them, but it makes you really bad and a shitty person. And you want to be a good person, right? That is from God Himself. Good old kaboom. Lowering the verbal kaboom on you. So, thank you, God, for giving us this top 10 list. Those words that must never be spoken. Wow, it sure would have been nice if you would have given me a clue. Damn it all. There should be a law. Yes. That's a phrase that should be, yeah. I think people should be smoked by a fertilizer truck if they say there should be a law and they mean it. Oh, okay. And Vinny is now V-Trax. Oh, that is just so freaking. Oh, and now you're going to open something? Damn, V-Trax. That's just really wrong. That's, you do. Wow. V-Trax makes me think of Snail Trail. Just so you know where my mind went with that. Oh my God. That is just, wow. V-Trax. And now Vajazzle just popped into my head. Thanks, Vinny. Jesus, I finally got that damn thing out of my head. It took several years. It popped into my head because some stupid Jennifer person, not Aniston. I don't remember what that. Jennifer Love Hewitt. Yeah. Oh, maybe it is Google. Oh, shit. We're going to hell. You know, if we go to hell, that's okay. Because I've been told to go there so many times and in so many different ways that I am now the tour guide. And when you get on the highway to hell, when you climb onto that bus that takes you in the super speed lane on that highway to hell, please be sure that window lickers will always get a window seat, because every seat is a window seat, because you got to see what you're heading for. So, I'm glad I made you giggle, deplorable. Oh, wow. Okay, I got it. What emoticon do I? Okay, I'm gonna do the doobie dude on this one, just because I think God was smoking a doobie when He came up with those hated words. And you know what, God? There's such a thing as puff puff pass, hun. Deplorable Atrax and V-Trax. Oh my God. You guys are just too freaking funny. Call you VJ? You know what? I have a niece who married a young man, and that's his name is VJ. Son of a bitch. Oh, Lord. Y'all are just entirely too funny. So, all right, Atrax, that is a good one. Oh, my Lord. Okay, y'all have been listening to Grammy's Rocketeer with your hostess with the mostest, Grammy Mary, here on this Freaker Friday night. Once again, there will not be a Freakers Ball this evening. We're going to have V-Trax and deplorable Atrax. If this is a preview of coming attractions, it looks to be a very eventful evening. Oh, yeah, they'll be on later on this evening. Also, once again, there will be no more Solomon. Just want to let you know. So if you wish to, and bless his heart, Solomon, a moment of silence. You know me, I have a hard time with being silent anyway. So, but I'm thinking of you, darling, and you will be missed, hon. Also, why can't men make eye contact with women? Because their tits aren't on their face. You know, I actually did that for Halloween one year. I won the contest too. I wore black tights and a black turtleneck. I had black gloves on, and then I took black pantyhose and I did one leg of it over my head, and then I took those little white mask thingies that you wear for like mowing and shit, and I made a bra out of them, and I put eyeballs on them, and I put them on my boobs. And so everybody would come up and they would ask me what I was, and I said, I'm a woman from Venus. And they said, why are your boobs down there? And I said, because we got tired of men not looking us in the eyes, so they moved down. So hey, and I won first prize, so booyah. In any case, I got to get out of here. So be sure to stick around for deplorable A-tracks and V-tracks later on this evening here on RLM. Tomorrow morning, be sure to check out the Solvanor event with Solvanor over on UCY.tv. He will be on at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. That's 9 o'clock my time, which is set with the Cosmos. Okay, and tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock my time, which is Central Time, noon Eastern Time, is the Dork Table with myself and Flash Rooney Head and whoever decides to play along with us. Then tomorrow afternoon is Kira with The Bridge at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Tomorrow evening is Bo Diddy with his Bodacious Tunage. Sunday at noon Eastern Time, 11 o'clock my time, Grimner with The Blues, leading you into Hal Anthony, who's going to take you around behind the woodshed and open up a can of whoop ass on yo ass. So be sure to check back often because there's always something interesting going on. Y'all have an absolutely awesome rest of your evening and weekend. I'll be back Wednesday for the wackadoodly